Next, I'm going to explain you about Elastic Beanstalk. So Elastic Beanstalk is a kind of service which comes under a platform as a service where you can run your application once, and he will manage the high availability, storage, recovery, and monitoring, hardware performance, and he will keep that application running at very much highly scalable environment, and you can able to, you can run your applications very much smoothly without worrying about the failures and also about the backend infrastructure. So that's why Elastic Beanstalk is very much popular feature. And let us show you a live example about this. I have written Node.js application, and yeah, so now let me create application. So he's asking what is the application name? I'm going to give this one as a application one. And you can able to you can choose the platform, which one. So that is Node.js. So which operating system you want to run. So you can choose like MS Linux version 2 or maybe version 12 or, so I'm going to use the 12. And where is your application? So he's just giving sample application, just upload my code, and my code where is it is stored in local machine or in S3 bucket. I have the local machine. So let me go back to my D drive, and we have Node.js version 1 I have, and let I upload it, the one, and create application. So now he will create every environment for this. So such an excellent feature this one is. And he will create auto scaling, he will create security groups, he create a, subnets, elastic IP, everything he will create for application to run very much on demand. So go to the instance, and this will take some couple of minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes time to create the environment. So this one is in which region? Paris region, and this is the region we have. Right, so okay, so let him create this environment, and he want machine he will create shortly here. So, and he will create everything for application. And you can swap application, you can clone application, you can able to run multiple applications as very much scalable. So now go to environments, I can see applications, and refresh it. And there it is going on, and I hope one EC2 instance is launched here, as you can see. And auto scaling group also getting created. Go to the auto scaling group, which provides high availability for your instance getting corrupted or stopped. So he will recover the instance from that type of failures. And instance management, and you can see the instance is healthy. Okay, and there you can see here is running state, and you need to complete the environment. So let me wait. And he created everything for this environment to run perfectly. And this is one of our platform as a service feature, which is very much needed for high demand. And most of the organizations, they use they run their applications here in the Elastic Beanstalk, because it provides all the environment for application run. No need to set up anything manually, the infrastructure. And he is one of the scalable solutions for us to run our application at very much high demand. So let him complete this process. Okay, so there it is created. Okay, so now you can see here we got a link, and when you press, you can see you got that default page which I have created for Node.js, and you can able to forward this traffic to Amazon Route 53 as well. Copy this and go to Route 53. Just a minute. Okay, so now you can see so let me go to Route 53, and here we have the old console. And let me set up my domain here, create hosted zone. And let me go back to my domain, so which I have purchased from freenome.com. Go to my domains. So here, manage domains and name servers. So these are the name servers. Right. So maybe I go for my what is that? 53. So what's the domain name? So that's a domain name, domain z.tk. Let I paste it here and put it. So copy this name server. Like the replace here. Okay, change name server. So name server has changed. Now go to alias, create record set, click alias, and this is my Elastic Beanstalk. I think so. Which is running in which region? Yeah, that is, and click it. Now just run this, and hope I have to do the config slash flush DNS, because the DNS cache has to be refreshed. And then this will directly come and hit this traffic. We try in some other browser as well. Or maybe you try in your machine.
Okay, Paul.
I'll send you this in chat box.
Yeah, it's working for me. Yes.
Okay, I think for me some firewall blocking, and so that's a domain which I so see how fast it is to restore the application. So for example, you can say I'm going to terminate the machine. Okay, let me terminate it. Right, I have just a minute. There it is. So the application is goes down, temporarily out of service, and refresh it. You can say this pending state, and here another machine came back. So he will recover the machine, and again this will start. This will the application will restart. So let me wait and check. So what is going on? What's doing? Let me refresh it here, and another machine will be coming shortly. So go to the auto scaling feature. The auto scaling here, refresh it. Say it's become unhealthy, and soon here auto scaling will launch another machine, and for the as a replacement, we'll see how much time it take. So because this feature is called automatic scaling, there you can see healthy, the instance refreshed. See now this instance is launched. Go to the plastic beanstalk. So for instance, in the running state, this will automatically come, and this then I will get my page back. So let's see here. Okay, so this is coming into this state, and there it is running state. Refresh it, and soon this will come here, and soon I will get my page back. And let's see here. So this is pending state, and you can see how all the recent events that he captured in the background. So you can able to see here, and let me refresh it. Okay, and still this one is, so this need to come into state, the running state. So there you can see, remove instance, and he added instance, and all the things going on there in the background. And this, see, he is not, there you can see, become okay, and just refresh. There you can see how nice and how excellent feature this one is, and he will store. So this is how it is. All right. So we can able to, use swap. We can run different versions of applications here, right? So version 2. Okay, let me have version 2 of this. Choose a file. I have written version 2 of this one as well. So this is version 2, Node.js application deployed. So there it is, and you can see how fast it is to replace the version of this file. So there you can see here, this keeps searching there. Okay, and refresh. You see, there you can see how fast it is, and I got version 2 into action. And you can see here, go to EC2 instance and refresh. Okay, so how fast it is, you can see. So suppose I want previous version. So you can go for the concept of application version. Oh, it's deleted. What happened to this one? Let's see what is happening there. Thing. Okay. Now go to the application versions. You got two versions, the old one, new one. So where is that? This is the old one. So click on this and just bring into deployment. Deploy. Now what happened? The old version will come back. And let me see here. Let I refresh. And what's happening here? You can see. Go to environment. Click OK. The older version will be deployed here again. There you can see older version. So this is how the Elastic Beanstalk is. So we can run our customized applications, and we can able to replace them very much easily. And soon this will become already done successfully. There you can see warning, and I think something. Okay, now a warning is coming, so you can click on the causes. Okay, and nothing to worry. Soon this become okay. So so the versions we can able to replace it, and everything is fine only. There is not a problem. And maybe the cause of warning maybe something different, but this one is running successfully. You can see it's running successfully, and there is, and refresh it. That will, so that is how it is. And so you have other options, like you can able to swap URL, clone, and clone means you can clone this as a backup or copy. or you can have, if you have two applications running, you can swap the URL, like application 1, application 2. So if you use swap your environment, so the URL, the application URL of application 1 goes to application 2, the application 2 URL which for application 2 goes to exchange to app, that is application 1. So and you can see here some HTTP request is going on. I hope it's working fine. There is no such issue, and soon this issue will be getting fixed. So this is how the application Elastic Beanstalk, and it is one of the most important and easiest way to set up your application. Get all the support from the Elastic Beanstalk itself, so you don't need to worry about your monitoring recovery. You can see here monitoring. So you can see monitoring of this. You can set alarms. You can see the health, okay, and health of this, and you can see the configuration, okay, configuration, and you can go to the environment here itself, or you can go to the you can select different application versions, and this one. So this is not an issue. This is a warning, but soon this will become a healthy, right? So that is why you have this feature is available. That is called Elastic Beanstalk, and that should be because it is one of the important features we have for AWS. Right? So I hope you understood. Let me terminate this environment. And what's the environment name? APPENV. And let me paste it here. So he will take the rest of things. So you don't have to worry about that. An instance also getting terminated. This will get terminated, and everything he will delete it as expected. So next, I'm going to explain you about CI/CD environment in AWS using CodeDeploy, CodePipeline. Okay, I will tell you at GitHub also how to do that. And this is one of the fabulous feature we have, and you can able to, run them in a CI/CD environment, and you can able to understand how in the staging or production environment these features will work. So CodeCommit and CodeDeploy and CodePipeline. These features here and instance is still there. I hope it's now should be right. Right. So what is meant by CodeDeploy, CodePipeline? What is service for the service used for CI/CD environment? CI/CD means, let I explain you in the more easiest way. Say CI/CD environment, I will show you this is how the CI/CD environment. So build, deploy, test, and release. Right? You need to build, you need to deploy, you need to test, you need to release. And this is the environment that most in-demand environment for most of the organizations. And you can run your CI/CD environment. Once you set CI/CD, any changes you do in the application versions, automatically the changes will bring into the production, right? By running this SDLC process, build, deploy, test, and release. So that is why this feature is most in-demand feature, and how it is works. You can see here, this is how the CI/CD environment really works. We have developers who sitting in the backend, and you have the GitHub. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to use S3 bucket. S3 bucket will be act as CM server, source control management server, and it will push to CI/CD. That tools like, I'm not using Jenkins. I'll tell you later about Jenkins and GitHub. So he will, in this case example, I'm going to use S3. So here I'm going to use, instead of this, S3, and this one is my CodeDeploy, code pipeline, and we have CodeDeploy, CodePipeline, and we have CodeCommit. So these three features I'm going to use, and it will bring to the production to EC2 server. And what are the changes this developer will do? The changes will come here, and that will bring to production automatically. That implementation will happen. So that's why if I show you. But in this, I'm not. This is a tools methods, but I'm going to show this one in AWS method. Okay, so for that, okay, so first of all, I'm going to use I'm going to use my documents which I have quoted, and let's use use okay, so this is how I do it, and before I do that, I need to have the save this up, and it's my H drive. Okay. Okay. Okay, so first let I explain you how we do this and how to set up environment. So we need to have a role, and you can see we got two IAM role, EC role for code deploy and S3 full access. I have to give for EC2, and I have to get another permission for AWS code deploy for code deploy role. Okay, so first let me go to IAM. And go to roles, and go to the two roles here for EC2. Next permissions. So I'm going to give S3 full access, and I'm going to give code deploy, use role for code deploy role, code deploy full access, and deployer access. Okay. So this all the roles I'm going to do. So I'm going to use EC2, EC2 CD. It is code, or I can give CI. Let's see. Now create another role. And this is for code deploy. Here is a code deploy here, and just select this option, and just click tags, and I'm going to give code deploy code. Okay, so now click on distance. Okay, so let me go to WordBlock. Okay, and I'm going to run this. Okay, let me launch instance and attach the row EC2 CACD. Scroll down, and you need to install the code deploy row. Okay, so /bash and copy it and paste it there. and click next. So let me explain what I'm going to do here. So I'm going installing the packages for CodeDeploy inside the Linux machine as a bash shell. I just user data as a bash shell script. Okay. And click next, and I'm going to do this one as a that is CI. CI slash CD, and I'm going to do what it is. Okay. I don't have the keeper with me in this one, so let me upload a keeper. Or to upload existing keeper for this region, go to EC2. Here we have a keepers with a keeper, and my keeper is a Ansible, and I'm going to use pen, and sorry, I should import a keeper. So that is, and there's a keeper, there's a public key which I have. Go to my book, and this is my, so that is a private key, and this is the public key. Okay, and make sure it should be in single line. Copy it and paste it. Okay, and import it. Right, so that has happened. And now go back to the instance and launch, and we'll get the keeper. Right? So yes, it is server. Okay, setting come into running state. Okay, let me take SSH. Okay, so next what I do here, I have logged in to this one, and I have to give the AWS configure, and have to give my access key and secret key. So now there is a, okay. So I have to use S3 bucket, and for this purpose, click on the S3. Okay, so now I have to create a bucket, and bucket here is like CI CD 10.0.10, and just create a bucket. Okay, so in this bucket, I have a sample application with me, which is written for CI/CD purpose, and I'm going to do that. Okay, before I do that, first of all, let me create an environment here before. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to use this w get. Okay, and there is a sample app.zip. So just unzip. Okay, maybe. So this I'm going to upload to S3 bucket. Okay, so how to upload it? So AWS S3 ls, right? So AWS S3 happy. So name of the file. Okay, and S3 bucket, that is CICD 1010. Okay, it's copied. Okay, go to that S3 bucket and refresh, and it's copied, right? So this is stripped. Now what I do, okay, this part is out. Now this part I have to do, go to my AWS code deploy. There is a code deploy. Here we have. So here, go to code deploy and get applications. Get application, and this I'm going to the application app one, and he's asking which one you want to apply, on premises, Lambda or ECS. I'm going to use on premises or EC2, get application, and create deployment group. So in this one, you have to give the name app one and give the IAM role which you created for code deploy. So I have two roles, EC2. Which one I have to attach? That's not a huge, right? So I think code deploy role. I think this one or maybe this one. I'll go back to my IAM and let me check which I created. Go to roles, click on the roles, and code deploy. In this one. So here now, and this is okay. So code deploy role. And select the, this is deployment type, blue green environment or in place. So if you have this is just like a replacement of the environment. This is for updating. So I'm going to use in place and select the EC2 instance. Which instance? EHCD. So let's ECD. Find the machine. CI/CD server. Okay, so let me go back here. So CI. So yes, I'm going to find the instance. So I think the role I have not installed. That's the problem. So go to role. Role is available. Then and let's see here why. Application. One and select the role. Let's hit code deploy. EC2 instance. Searching for Okay, CI/CD server. So the tag value. So Sana will tell no options. Why? That's totally an issue thing. So this is server. Deploy. There it is. Okay. So CI/CD server, that is working. I think I now selected that name I'm searching for here. So, and I can able to use one unique match instance, and you can able to run right now as agent configuration. And if you want to have load balancer, you can have. I don't need load balancer as of now, but I'll tell you how to attach it. Create a load balancer, create a deployment group, and deployment group is created. Okay? Now it's time to create a pipeline. Go to pipelines and create a pipeline. So I'm going to view, deploy, and click next. So here, which is you want to S3, select the S3 bucket which I created and the application. So what's application here? Sample app.zip. Just copy this and let me paste it there. Click next. This is built option. You can use Jenkins or CodeBuild. I'm going to use skip this right now. I don't want it because we have CodeDeploy already there. So select the application name and select the deployment group. Click next. That's all. And now create a pipeline. And this should run successfully. And he should create a pipeline between the CodeDeploy and EC2 instance. And now he's again. I think check his progress. Okay, it's failed. I think I have not enabled version. So edit, enable version, save changes, and now we'll try. Again, he's trying, and this time we should. Okay, succeed. And now this should succeed also. Now he's deploying. I think do deployment in progress. So this is in progress. So to go to the instance and copy the public icon and go and see successfully deployed. And This also succeed. So this is how the, you can say, how nicely running. So CI/CD is, once you set up this, next time if I do any changes in my application, let I connect. So this is my application. So what I do, I'm going to use music. That's it. Do some changes. So congratulations. Yeah, so CD. This is application, and I'm going to do this one as well. This is worship, something like this is a. Once you say, I need to create the file as a sample.zip and upload it. How to do that? This is the one. Paste it, enter, and there we have the files. Okay, now I'm going to use AWS copy. That's all. You sent, and now you can see the changes we got here. Go to CSA and release change. Once you release change, it will bring the changes here shortly. See how nicely it looks. Or COCD. I think I need to change that again. What I do, the changes I'm going to bring again. So here the file, and I'm going to remove the file again. And go with text.html. This time, put it in correctly. CO, that is. I'm going to do CI. The bracket I will type, that is continuous integration and continuous deployment. So save it. Again, I will samples of file. And again, I will copy to S3. That's all. Now go back here and this change. Now you can see that should come into action now. There it is. So this is how CI/CD environment is. We need to create it, and we need to build environment in AWS. So via CodeDeploy, CodePipeline, and via the S3 bucket. So what change your application running S3 bucket? So what any changes you do, it will be getting immediately those changes will get into the production environment. So that is why this feature is very powerful, and that is why most organizations they ask this feature to for implementation purpose. They ask this feature to do that. We can do it in another way, that is via GitHub. Right? So let me show you that way also. So that way is quite critical, but I will let me have a try. Okay, and let me go back to my pipelines and okay, and go to deploy and go to the applications. That. Okay. So let me turn this. Okay, the same IAM role, I'm going to keep it everything. Okay, so but this time not no S3 bucket. I'm going to use the CI/CD now using the GitHub. Okay? So that is the one. Which is, so let me open my saved. So this is how we do that. GitHub. Okay. So first of all, what I do, let me launch an instance. So before I do that, give me a minute, I'll do that. So let's continue. And again, I'm going to install my CodeDeploy. And add storage. So this is my CI CD server, but this one I am. Okay, so next I need to go to the IAM user. What IAM user? Any IAM user which you have with you, testing, and AWS will generate the credentials. Okay, so go to security credentials, and here we have the GitHub generate credentials. Okay, so this is a credentials. Copy it. Go to my notepad. Paste its username. And this one is a password. So let me go back to my instance. Let me okay. So okay, so now I can go to the AWS configure, and I'm going to provide my access key and secret key. And this machine, as I told, I need to attach the role and role. That is CI, so CI CD. Okay, so role is attached. Now I need to give my credentials. Go back to my security credentials. So I need to deactivate a key. So then Paris region. Go there and click on this and okay. So everything is done, and now I have to create a repository. So go back to AWS CodeCommit. So go to CodeCommit, create repository, and I'm going to use CSD. Right. Like project. And we go. You can say loan URL HTTPS. So this will create HTTPS URL, copy that. Okay, as it over here, we need to copy that, right? So HTTP credentials, enter credentials. Okay, so one more thing, I have to give him administrator permissions. Okay, permissions, testing, and add permissions. Okay, and give him administrator permissions as well. Okay, so I don't want his permissions because I've given him administrator access. Okay, so it's done. Okay, and go repository, copy, and HTTP load. Okay, so now price water. So I'm going to use get load and paste the water. So I have to install. Okay, now he's asking username and password. So that's my username. It's asking the password. See, I have gone into the repository, go to the repository called project. Inside that, nothing is here, right? So what I do, I'm going to use duplicate. Same project which I used. Okay. So there we have, and I'm going to sample. So I need to add this in my GitHub repository. Okay. So git status. Give this as a okay. So git status. See these all things is printing. Now git add -a, and this command will add all this repository to GitHub. And let's see, it's added or not. Yes, added in the green color is showing. Then after that, I have to commit it. Commit means you can give any name, but you need to commit it with different one every time. So commit it. Now I'm going to go push. So this configuration files of my project will be getting pushed into Git. Okay, again asking the start testing username. Say that is done, and we go back here, go commit, and go to the commits. Okay, and that is a code. There it is, all posting, right? This is how now it's time, okay, for me to create a code deploy. Now go to code deploy, and here applications. Okay, this is the other one which I have. So create application. Now this again, I'm going to use a project. Use project. EC2 on-premises, create application, create deployment group, and I'm going to give the same name and say project, and here for deploy row. And I think 3 rows are there. EC2 CodeDeploy. I'm going to use my CodeDeploy row, and in place select EC2 instance. I'm going to give the name, and that is which one? CI/CD GitHub. Okay, and most of things I'm going to use, and as I told here, okay, CodeDeploy, and I have to do the CodeDeploy, and everything done, and create deployment. Okay, now create a pipeline. Okay, create pipelines, and this time I'm going to use project and click next. So this time I'm going to use CodeCommit. Okay, so that, sorry, not this one, project, select the branch name, and click next, and skip the build, and here select CodeDeploy, and in CodeDeploy, project and project. So next, and just create a pipeline. So this pipeline should be getting created successfully, and because this is pretty critical. Yeah, so this one is, and this may take some time as well to create it, and he is getting the source, and then he will deploy. So source will be easy to insert. So when he's committing the code which I have stored there, and also say this should become success, and this also become success. Okay, the success, and this one also should become success. So the second part will be the critical part. Okay, and this should not take so much of time. Wait with GitHub. Let me copy and run this. And this is still deploying. Check. If deployment is success means I will get the page. Okay, with the sample one, which I have already pulled it. And he's taking some time because and I think I give the same security group CACD. If taking some time, maybe definitely this may get failed as well. If you're taking time 1 minute or 2 minutes, because he may be giving me the error. And we check it. Okay, so now it's taking time. Maybe it may fail. So I think it is successfully here. Check. Okay, maybe I think that I go this machine. I go to the part. I think maybe this installation issues may come. Okay. And that is in progress, so maybe it may fail. Let me check. No, I go to my security groups and check whether I think that the security groups are fine only because here you can see IT22 I given and this I given is a okay. So it's not issue at all. So it's failed, right? This expected only, and why it's failed? That is the important thing we have to understand. Maybe I have to change the region here, and let me deploy this. What is the region here? So region will be S3. Some kind of photo. Let me retry this. Yep, then failed. Let's see why this is failed. So we need to check here. And that where the code previous code does not exist. Okay, so what I do, I'll give you this as your task. So same steps. I have uploaded all the video files in the drive. You can practice, and this also I'm going to do. And you try and let me know.
Yeah, sure.
This one in my GitHub, and I hope you understood in S3. For S3, how you generate a CSV. So this one, I'm going to upload it, and S3 also will upload, and you try, and let me know tomorrow what you are able to do it, this one or not.